What's up, fam? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on IE Networks. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. Blake Lively has filed a lawsuit against her It Ends With Us co-star and director Justin Baldoni, alleging sexual harassment and a campaign to damage her reputation. Now, the lawsuit filed on December 21st, 2024, claims that Baldoni and his production company Wayfarer Studios created a toxic work environment during the film's production. Lively alleges that Baldoni engaged in inappropriate behavior, including unwanted kissing, sharing explicit content without consent, and making inappropriate comments about her appearance and health. She also accuses Baldoni and producer Jamie Heath of invading her privacy and sharing unwelcome sexual experiences. Now, following these incidents, Lively claims that Baldoni's public relations team orchestrated a smear campaign against her, aiming to tarnish her reputation. This campaign allegedly involved hiring crisis manager Melissa Nathan to manipulate public perception. In response, Baldoni's legal team has denied these allegations, describing them as false and suggesting that Lively's lawsuit is an attempt to address her own damaged reputation. They also claim that Lively's team planted negative stories about the Wayfarer Studios prior to the film's release. Now, the film, based on Colleen Hoover's novel, was a box office success, grossing over $350 million worldwide. However, reports of creative differences and tensions between Lively and Baldoni surfaced during production and promotion. The two did not promote the film together, and there were online debates about how they addressed the issue of domestic violence, a central plot element in the film. Now, some of the things that Blake Lively on her complaint, man, some of the things that she is bringing legal ramifications against Justin Baldoni for. I'm going to take this from Yahoo Entertainment News. They said, "It Ends With Us" star Blake Lively filed a legal complaint against Justin Baldoni, her co-star, and the film's director. Lively accused Baldoni of sexual harassment, retaliation, and attempting to damage her reputation. Baldoni's attorney said the claims made in Lively's lawsuit were completely false and intentionally salacious. Now, It Ends With Us star Blake Lively has filed a legal complaint against the film's director and co-star Justin Baldoni for sexual harassment. Now, on this page it says, what were the 5 biggest takeaways from this lawsuit? Let me just let you know some of the things that Miss Lively is alleging, right? Lively's complaint said Baldoni's engaged in sexual harassment, retaliation, breach of contract, inflicted emotional distress, and conspired to damage her public reputation. It named 6 other defendants, including Wayfarer Studios CEO Jamie Heath and co-founder Steve Sarowitz, crisis communications professional Melissa Nathan, publicist Jennifer Abel, and a Texas-based contractor named Jed Wallace. They were all also named. Now, Miss Lively never sought out conflict with Wayfarer, Miss Baldoni, or Mr. Heath, but instead consistently attempted to speak up for a safe and respectful workplace privately in the hopes of protecting herself as well as the cast and crew without jeopardizing a film that she believed could make a difference in people's lives. The complaint says, in response, Mr. Baldoni, Mr. Heath, and those working for him sought to destroy Miss Lively and anyone else who knew the truth. Here's a breakdown of the 5 biggest bombshells in Miss Lively's complaint. At an all-hands meeting, Baldoni and others agreed to address the hostile work environment. Now, the complaint says she attended an all-hands meeting with Baldoni, Heath, and others in January to discuss the hostile work environment that had nearly derailed production of the film. Her husband, Ryan Reynolds, also attended the meeting. Ms. Lively was forced to address concerns about Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Heath's misconduct with them directly and began doing so months before film began, the complaint said. The concerns she raised were not only for herself but for the other female cast and crew, some of whom had also spoken up. The meeting resulted in a list of behavior that Baldoni and Heath agreed to stop, including showing nude videos or images of women, including the producer's wife, to Blake Lively and other employees. Other behaviors the men agreed to cease were mentioning their previous pornography addiction, or Blake Lively's lack of pornography consumption, and description of their genitalia according to the complaint. Wow, these guys are douchebags. They agreed upon behavior were compiled into a document that was shared with Wayfair Studios, which said it found most of them not only reasonable but also essential for the benefit of all parties involved, in according to the complaint. Now, what this is saying is, before this lawsuit, they had like an intervention. They had like a meeting to discuss all the things that was bothering Blake Lively, and she pretty much let them know what was bothering her, and they at that time said they agreed. Baldoni added graphic content to the film without Lively's knowledge, the complaint also says. Baldoni added improvised sexual content and nude scenes to It Ends With Us in highly unsettling ways, the complaint says, including an on-camera orgasm without Lively's knowledge or consent. When Miss Lively objected to these additions, Mr. Baldoni insisted he had added them because he was making the film throughout the female gaze. According to the complaint, although he agreed to remove the scenes, he made a last-ditch effort to keep one of them, the one in which the couple orgasmed together on their wedding night, which he said was important to him because he and his partner climaxed simultaneously during intercourse. Mr. Baldoni then intrusively asked Miss Lively whether she and her husband climaxed simultaneously during intercourse. Oh my God, which Miss Lively found invasive and refused to discuss, the complaint says. The complaint also says Baldoni urged Lively to simulate full nudity while filming a scene in which her character gives birth, saying it's not normal for women to wear their hospital gowns while giving birth. Although Lively disagreed, the complaint says she compromised and agreed to be nude from below the chest down. Neither Baldoni nor Heath closed the set before filming the scene, according to the complaint, allowing non-essential crew members to pass through while Miss Lively was mostly nude with her legs spread wide in stirrups and only a small piece of fabric covering her private area. Now, Heath also showed Lively and her assistant a video of his wife giving birth that Lively initially believed was pornography. The complaint says Miss Lively was alarmed and asked Mr. Heath if his wife knew he was sharing the video, to which he replied, "She isn't weird about this stuff," as Miss Lively was weird for not welcoming it, the complaint said. She wasn't as weird about this stuff as Blake is for welcoming it. Lively said Baldoni abruptly shifted away from their agreed-upon marketing strategy. This is also in the complaint. In the complaint, Lively said she and other cast members promoted It Ends With Us according to a marketing plan created by the film's distributor, Sony Pictures Entertainment. That plan encouraged the cast to emphasize her character strength and resilience as opposed to describing the film as a story about domestic violence to avoid talking points that could make the film feel sad. Lively said Baldoni's abruptly pivoted away from the plan, promoting the domestic violence storyline of the film in what the complaint described as survivor content. So, and the article, pretty much continues to go on. This lawsuit is 80 pages. It is equipped with text messages. It is equipped with forum posts. And like we said, Blake Lively she's not playing around. All right, she is suing, of course, for emotional distress, sexual harassment, retaliation, um, defamation of character, breach of contract. So we're gonna see how this plays out. There's levels to making people broke. You see her lawsuit, compare her lawsuit to like Tyrone Blackburn's and and this what's this dude's name? This dude, the one who is Busby, Tony Busby. Like these lawsuits is high level lawsuits. So we're gonna see what happens. We'll keep you updated. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think this lawsuit is going to start yet another? Could this be Me Too movement too? Do you see other people now, if after this lawsuit, coming behind Blake Lively and possibly filing their own lawsuit, against Justin Baldoni? We'll have to see what happens. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood. For the IE Network, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.